Limits live only in your mind. It sounds like it until you truly realize how many of your boundaries were never real to begin with. From the day we're born, the world starts putting labels on us. What we can do, who we should be, what we should fear. But who decided that? Was it really you? Or was it fear talking? Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of discomfort. Your new limit becomes your new normal. Suddenly, what once felt impossible becomes familiar. Who refuse to be defined by their past. Who understand that the mind, when trained, can unlock realities no one else sees. Limits only exist where belief ends. So if you want to live a life beyond limits, it begins with one question. What do you believe is possible for you? And are you willing to challenge that belief today? Because if you are, everything changes. You stop waiting. You start creating. You stop doubting. You start doing. And little by little, thought by thought, action by action, you'll begin to realize that the only thing that ever stood in your way was you. And once you break that wall, you'll never go back. Because once the mind stretches past what it thought was possible, it never returns to its old shape. Limits live only in your mind. So free your mind and watch your entire world expand. And that's how confidence is built. Not through words or wishes, but through proof, through experience, through action. The mind is powerful. It can be your prison or your liberation. It can talk you out of every dream you've ever had, or it can fuel you with an unstoppable drive. The choice is yours. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too far gone. You are simply standing at the edge of your next level. But you won't find it by playing safe. You'll find it by doing the thing that scares you. By saying yes before you're ready. By showing up even when you don't believe in yourself yet. The truth is, we often avoid challenges not because we're incapable, but because we've been conditioned to believe that comfort is safety. But growth and comfort cannot exist in the same space. The people you admire, the ones breaking records, changing the world, rising from impossible odds, they weren't born with some magic gene. They simply chose to challenge the voice that told them to stay small. They leaned into discomfort, embraced failure, and kept going. Over and over again. Not because it was easy, but because they knew the cost of staying in their mental cage was greater than the pain of breaking out. Over time, we begin to accept those limits as truth. We internalize them. We shrink ourselves to fit inside the boxers others have drawn. But hear us the reality. Every so-called limit you've ever faced began as a thought, a belief, a story, not a fact. The most powerful breakthroughs don't happen when circumstances change. They happen when your mindset does. The moment you decide that the story you've been telling yourself no longer serves you, that's when your real life begins. Think about how many times you've said, I could never do that, or that's just not me. And here is the beautiful part. Every time you push past something you thought you couldn't do, you expand. The people who go the farthest in life aren't always the smartest or the most talented. They're the ones who keep showing up.